See this attire? Well, you see, long time ago, in our village, we used to live in peace and harmony down the Kerio Valley, holding ceremony after ceremony, party after party. Well, feeding our flocks with the feeds that were there and the little water that God had given us. But you see, as days came, days went, years came, years went, land started to lose its fertility and the feeds started to be scarce. And the water also, the dams that we were fetching water from started to dry. Well, this caused tantrum in our society. Well, we decided, the elders sat down, they talked, they discussed, they advised, then they came to a solution that now we shall move and go to another place where we shall see, where the feeds shall be good, we shall settle there and continue with our life. So we started our journey in mind. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step. The leaders on the front, the men, the women, then the children at the back or at the rear. Well, we went to a high place. Which high place? Well, do you know Viewpoint? Yes, there. Now, the elders sat down and decided the men should make the ladder, where we used bamboo and strings that we tied and made a ladder that was very beautiful. Now it climbed up the viewpoint. Well, the elders went. The first group went. The women went. The second group. The third group. The fourth group. But when the fifth group and 6 and 7. But when the fifth group was going to climb up the ladder went down, sending all those who were on them tumbling down. The ones on the top had no option. Those on the downside did not know how the leaders made the ladder. So they decided, now we don't know how the first people made this ladder so that we can climb, and we have no idea. Well, we'll have to remain there and try to find a solution. Then when we come up with a way to make our ladder, we will go up to our brothers. But the people on the other side decided, well, we have no option. We'll have to go on with life. Anyway, even if it is hard, or even if it is good, or even if it is bad, life has to go on. Well, they went. They started another life. They found a vast land, full of fields, full of water. But the ones on the downside found difficulties because there was no water, no food for their feeds. Well, eventually, a leader came up out of them. A leader was known as Olarenkoi. Can you say Olarenkoi? Olarenkoi. Yes, a great man, a very big man. He had a very big group, and he ordered people here and there, and they found a solution, and they made a ladder, and they found how they could climb on the other side. But you see, he sent spies to the other group so that they might make a negotiation and come back as one family as they were. But you see, when they reached there, they found that their brothers were living so well, while they, on the other side, faced more difficulties, and this brought grief between them. Well, they wondered, how can our brothers live so well on the other side, while we face your grief? We suffer every day. We want to see our brothers on the other side, but they on the other side do not even have a thought of seeing us anymore. They decided, now we'll not make this a friendship negotiation. We are going to war. We have to raid them, We have to take their cattle. We have to take everything they have. Their children, their women, and everything. And the war was announced. Well, they went to the plains. They fought. A whole day, a whole night. But you see, the ones on the other side that were on the downer side of the viewpoint had gone through many suffering, and they had grown into big men due to their physical work that they were used to, trying to make the land. And the ones on the other side had already forgotten about war. So they fought. But the ones on the other side saw that the war was on heat. So the others were killed. The few remained, ran away, went back home and told their wives, now you see, this war is coming to an end. I think the people on the other side are going to kill us. So what do we do? What do we do? They decided now, as our women, you'll have to give us your women clothing, known as Olohosena. Can you say Olohosena? Now that is this attire. So they had them on. While the other people came for war, they came into the village and found that there were no men. Actually, they were confused. They did not know who was a man and who was a woman. So they took over the land. They sat, they ate, they took their women. But this grief hurt the people who were on the other side. They, with their women clothing, went on trying to find a way to send these people away. So they went through training. And the day came, they decided that now, war is war. Yeah. And war was announced. They fought. They fought. The men, since they were with so much grief, they defeated Olarankoi and his men and killed most of them. They took over their land. They took over their cattle. They took over their children and everything. But you see, the women clothing remain in our village. And that is the end of my story.